What is up, everyone? Today we are going to figure out how to configure and kick off a Nessus scan. It's pretty straightforward, and Nessus is used for so many different types of compliance scannings, vulnerability scannings, and so on. Nessus does come with a lot of configurations, but we are only going to focus on a few important settings. So we can start off by logging into Kali Linux like we have here. We can go ahead and start the service. Awesome, so it's already started for me. So we can go ahead and go into Firefox and type in 127.0.0.1:8834 because this is Nessus's default port, and of course HTTPS. Now we can go ahead and log in. I created the credentials for root, username root, and password Kali. We can go ahead and click don't save, close out of this. Awesome. So now we're here at the Nessus main page. So first we want to do is kick off a new scan. So we can go ahead and click new scan in the top right corner. And then we see all these different settings for different levels of compliance, malware scans, drown detection, web application tests. But we want to go ahead and click advanced scan. And we can give this any name we want. So we can just say robot scan. And the description doesn't matter either. Test. And we can go ahead and put in our IPs. So 10.0.2.4. Yep, so now we have our target aligned in here. So now let's go through the settings. So we can go ahead and go to schedule. We don't want to schedule this scan for a later time, so we can go ahead and just leave this unchecked. Go down to discovery and remote host ping. I always like to disable this because some hosts will have ping disabled by default, such as Windows 10. So we can go ahead and close that out. So now let's go ahead and click port scanning on the left-hand side. So by default, Nessus does not scan all 65,000 ports. It will only scan a range of very similar to Nmap's default range. So we can go ahead and leave this as the default. Scroll down, nothing we need to change here. Click service discovery. Nothing we really need to change here either. Let's go ahead and go to assessment. You can scroll down, nothing really we can change here. Let's go ahead and click web applications, and we want to scan the web application because we know Mr. Robot is hosting a website and that does count as a web app. So we want to be able to perform a vulnerability scan against that website. And usually the default values all work pretty well. Go ahead and click Windows, that's all good. Malware, we're not really looking for malware in this case. We're just looking for point of exploitation, not if someone has already exploited this. Report writing, we don't really want to go into because this is more used for corporate environments. And advanced, we don't need to do anything with this either. So we can go ahead and click save. And now we have created our first scan. So we can go ahead to kick off the scan, just click launch. And we are good to go. So you can see that it's already started scanning. And I will see you guys after the scan has been completed. So now we know how to configure and kick off a Nessus scan. In the next video, we are going to be talking about how to analyze a Nessus report. Thanks for listening.